Hai. Rujoy. Em ai một thì chọn vào đây luôn đấy. Cái 동작을 해. Gwal jajok chanchie hai on da ke dongia betelao hai grai grai mo pengrang bajurang hai on da ke dongia hai 왜 하고? 너 집이 컵 보내 먼저. 너 집이 컵 수업 보면 좋지요. 그거 이. Hai, on. Hai, on. Ganggu banget. Ayo ganggu apa? Ini ganggu banget juga. Tak boleh ganggu banget sih tau dia. kirkot for like telar chắc xóa mà nó có ba kirkot an tham nam là tiền telar
Infrastructure is anything.
là đi hai kirkot an tham nam aku kamu kirkot aga de comment Furai jan maiba ongama nisa sengap na meha cem oh furai ba hadi dong jangan cep tak dong ya mo hasil deh hadi dong aja jok dauro deh iya bagus kan ya kurang 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 등탕하대 솔디 만내가 마 왜? 솔디 만내가 솔디 만내가 Chada magtok sangma like maksar iba jokni brother agaba derep chakswa koba jogba yang diconbe pa live stream sok badina kirkot aro ya chadam agatok sangma betela na siba sakantiko sok badina like kanina kirkot mi cha jokma ti chakuja mi chakuja soldi bak dia Hai komen karpu mo sawa dongatem komen karpu 자담 안 그떡대 그딸 사건데 뭐 길것니 마 그참 사족마 하야 타타리 그딸 길 거가 낙차gat 보모 낙차 끝 갔다 이부 kirko tabi akon ba tauro liprang jenga noba sugo na jemo antamrago nusara bata chem na jenga tauro de sugo ona to dia to ba tuk praktak kira wasru na dia ha yengin ba babu marak max tv like nih betela di like kata nina betela babu marak lemcak sua yang diconbe pa live stream na babu marak max tv on tak ya betela gemukun betela unjo babu marak on tak ya betela 아팠어. 왜? 맞아. Babu marak on takinga hai grai grai mo. Tao rode lip ona dong jai meng lip on dong jai meng mande ba dong jai juk mo. Kirkot on takinga betela kirkot koba on takin dong anina. Juk manja juk. Bukan di dokter. Bukan ibuda. Baik itu aja. Kirkot ha dia ber kirkot hai dia boh betela kirkot ha dia. Kirkot ha dia betela kirkot ayo ông xuống đi bạn đi vừa xuống rồi nè.
야, 너 지금 속쟁이고 액티베이션 가면 벌써 나도 하면 저기 액티베이션 속저기
호수 예좀 돼. 뭐 이제 kirkot orada kedoyer kirkot orada kedoyer kirkot orada kedoyer betela
속시가 생각하는 액티베이션인데 벌써 나도 하면 이제 액티베이션 속저기
kirkot orada kedoyer betela di orada kedoyer support ka kedoyer dakchakgrikna betela saksa on da kedoyer ba ada ada cuy mo saksa ciba baik tabade doa mo. Aku bakar kirkot hai daknya mo on daknya betela
이 속쟁이랑
kirkot hai manden dong je mo
그러고 가는 거야.
dah je betul dia apa
이게 참
thế là hết.
벌써 또 보면 이제 1, 2, 3
Có đi đục để kirkot kirkot hai daknya cadam agatok kirkot komen cek kabore ratia betela mo komen cek ragerpo kirkot oi komen ka thok jadi mo we ka thok je mo kirkot donga sakbri dia mo kirkot de da o niat na sing more cadam ratia mo ujo
위치 고치적 모습
hai 저 아우치 제 라면이
왜 참나 소 이제
cadam agatok am de oaigin bar dia mo oaigin dah lagi shit saya ada kotak
Infrastructure is anything like transport and communication. Power and energy, banking and power and energy and insurance. Power and energy, banking and insurance, trade and commerce, science and technology, education, health and hygiene, housing, health and health and housing, etc. Which directly or indirectly
자담
improve the
그tok 오다 기동이야 베텔라
growth and development of any economy as a whole. Depend infrastructure. Infrastructure is anything like airport, like transport and communication, power and energy, banking banking and insurance, trade and commerce, science and technology, education, health and hygiene,
하이 거기 갓 부모
housing, etc. Depend infrastructure. Depend infrastructure is anything like transport and communication, power and energy, banking and insurance, power and energy, banking and insurance, trade and commerce, science and technology, health and hygiene, housing, etc. Which directly or indirectly improve the growth and development of any economy as a whole. Depend infrastructure. Infrastructure is anything like transport and communication. Depend infrastructure. Infrastructure is anything like transport and communication, power and energy, banking and insurance, trade and commerce, science and technology, education, health and hygiene, housing, etc. Which directly or indirectly improve the growth.
Ada tulis dia play kat lagi dia play kat dok
Growth and development of any economy as a whole.
Mahal tahu sih sekat masuk sih ini kerang kau Kirkot 자담 그tok hai tiamo
What is social infrastructure? What is social infrastructure? Social infrastructure include infrastructure like education, research and development, medical service, research and development, medical service, health and
hai komen kat tu bumo
housing, etc.
komen kat dekbo komen kat cokbo
Social infrastructure include social infrastructure like education, research and development, medical service, health and hygiene,
자담 그tok am komen cek
etc.
sal chung sangba isi isachi nyat
Infrastructure is
nyat chokne na tiamo nyat choknamo
and communication, power and energy, banking and insurance, trade and commerce, science and technology, education, health and hygiene, housing, etc. Which directly or indirectly improve the growth and development of any economy as a whole. What is social infrastructure? Social infrastructure include infrastructure like education, research research and development,
Hani?
medical service, health and hygiene,
Hai, kirkot on
etc.
dakinga betela.
Depend example of economic infrastructure. depend depend social infrastructure. So, what is social infrastructure? Social infrastructure include infrastructure like education and development, research and development, medical service, health and hygiene, housing, etc. Give example of economic infrastructure. Give examples of
On
economic
dakinga
infrastructure.
betela. On
Give
dakinga
examples of
betela.
economic infrastructure. Transport and communication facilities like railways, roads, shipping and civil invice post and telegraph, telephones and and telecommunication etc. are example of economic infrastructure. Give example of economics infrastructure. Transport and communication facilities. Transport and communication
Banderang
facilities,
roba baju
like railways,
donceng nok mo.
like railways,
Banderang
road shipping
riba
and
roba
like
baju
road
roaba roba
shipping
a baju
shipping
doncina babai
and
tango ribana mo. Di betela
civil
BSH edit.
invice post and
Hello, cak suara
invice
ko
post
ba
and
yang diconbing pa live stream mo
telegraph,
na.
telephones
Hai.
and telecommunication like telecommunication etc. are example of economics are example of economics infrastructure. How infrastructure can reduce poverty. How infrastructure can reduce poverty. How infrastructure can reduce poverty. Infrastructure like road, irrigation, height height holding seen new technology for for cultivation can improve productive and employment opportunities. And again and again water supply. Infrastructure like road, irrigation, height hiling seen height hiling
So okay na.
so
Conchira. Comchira.
serious. How infrastructure can reduce poverty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Infrastructure
6, 7, 8.
like road, irrigation, height hiling seen height
Kau
hiding
berpass betul kan lagi.
hel- holding seen new technology for water supply.
BSH
Infrastructure
edit.
road, irrigation, height holding seen new technology for cultivation can improve productive and employment opportunities. Can again water supply. How infrastructure can reduce poverty in water supply. Sanitary facilities etc.
Und dus de merk kan dat di YouTube dia aku ban pelajar. Ada ban plan.
Improve standard of living and this is other why reduce to poverty to greater extent what are the infrastructure available. Is in 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 science and technology in India. What are the infrastructure? What are the infrastructure available? What are the infrastructure available in
Ada bạn play rồi. Sao bạn
science
play ra?
and technology? Science and technology in India. In India, after different independence, in India after independence, many infrastructures have been have been built up for economic development. The Council of Science and Science and Industry. After independence, in India after independence, many infrastructures. In India after independence, many infrastructure have been built up for economic development. Economic development. The Council for Science. The Council for Science and Technology. Science and Industry. Science and Industry Research. The Department of the Department of Atomic Energy. The Department of Atomic Energy. The Department of Atomic Energy. The India Council of Agriculture Research. The India Council of Agriculture Research. The Indian Council of Agriculture Research. In India after development, many infrastructure have been built up for economic development. The council for the the council for Sin and Development of Atomic Energy, the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Discuss the role of infrastructure in economic development. Discuss the role of infrastructure. Discuss the role of infrastructure economic development. Infrastructure play the most important. Infrastructure play the most important role is economic development of a country. Infrastructure play the most important role is economic development of a country. Infrastructure play the most important. Infrastructure play the most important role is economic development of a country. It provide it provides supporting it provides supporting service. It provides supporting service in them areas in the in the frame areas of industrial and agriculture production domestic and foreign trade and commerce infrastructure. Increase economic activity
Bolwari TV
reach the
official.
quality
Hai,
and reach the
agaba like
quality
maksar ibajok natia
reach the
bromo.
quality of
Telar
life of a
caksuan aku
country.
biyang ni chun big life
Infrastructure
simula.
plays infrastructure plays the most important role is economic development of a country. It provides supporting service in the frame areas of industrial and agriculture production, domestic and foreign trade and commerce infrastructure increase economic activity and reach the quality of life of life life of a country. Infrastructure service like transport electricity banking and insurance. Infrastructure service like transport electricity banking and insurance. Infrastructure service like transport electricity banking and insurance, health service etc. Infrastructure service like transport electricity banking and insurance, health service etc. provide a boost to new
Ha, loko iba jok.
invest investment
Bachi bai ko.
provide a boost to new investment
Na 남초
in
오늘 온전히
economic
내주대.
economic activities.
온전히 내놓고 남초대 남초는데.
activities
폰을 스타고
activities
왔다가.
again
폰을 스타고 왔다가.
infrastructure facility
시청 가나 맞지 않아?
again infrastructure facility
폰을 시청 가나 맞지 않다가야.
improve the rural economic condition and thus help in help and
언제 작가나
help in reducing poverty. modern modern equipment high
뭐 히릭 마그바 비자
modern
오랐다. 고다
modern
로제로 나투바 비다 로투파
modern
나라.
equipment
에바라 호라 카나
hide
이거
holding
참이고.
holding very test irrigation irrigation facilities are part of infrastructure and it improve rural economic condition of the
아,
people.
스니커 그자?
condition of the people discuss the infrastructure development in India over the year. discuss the
사로도 나쁘게
infrastructure
어디?
development in India over the year. India has seen LGBT
아, 네, 야. 아무도 이번 거 라이브?
to 2000
아,
that help
아무리 이번 거
lang the same
BSH edit. Hello, hi, 착수와.
number 54
Hi, hi.
I
거기
thought
가기로 왔다
presently
이거.
I thought presently the country is is fixing the country is fixing the plum of flower the plum of flower the plum of flower flower shortage in many parts. It has said it has significant development from 1951 to 2000 2000 has generation has generation has generation electricity has gone up from 2.3 thousand MW in 1951 to around 105,000 MW by 2000. Discuss the infrastructure development in India over the year. It has been in India has been we describe it under the following head. Indian agriculture Indian Indian agriculture is in the primary sector. Indian agriculture is in the primary sector. Indian agriculture is in the primary sector. Indian agriculture productive is low. Indian agriculture productive is low. Indian agriculture productive is countries of countries of wheat. India is one of the largest producing countries of wheat. Medium term loan medium term loans range from range from 15 months to 0 5 years. Cooperative banking came into existence in India in the year 1904. 1904 cooperative banking came into existence in India in the year. Cooperative banking came into existence in India in the year 1904. Land development bank are also called land land mortgage banks. Land mortgage banks. Land development banks are also called land development banks are also called land development banks are also called land mortgage bank
BSH edit
land
hayang
mortgage
chiba
bank
tarang.
land mortgage bank. Green revolution is considered as green revolution is considered as wet revolution. Green revolution is considered as wet revolution. Green revolution is considered as wet revolution. One factor one factor which is not the cause one factor which is not the cause of green revolution is primitive tools. Primitive 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 tools. One factor which is not the cause of green revolution is primitive tools. One factors which is not the cause of green revolution is primitive tools. Primitive tools. One factors which is not the cause. One factors which is not the cause of green revolution is primitive tools. The new agriculture state was treated as a project in seven district The new agriculture, new agriculture state, the new agriculture state was threat. The new agriculture state was threat as a project in seven districts. Mention two problem of agriculture. Mention two problems of agriculture. Truth agriculture has been considered as the primary occupation. As the primary occupation is a in a developing country like India. Truth agriculture has been has been considered as the primary occupation in a developing country like India. This sector is not free from some problems. Two problems of them are mentioned in the following. True agriculture has been considered as the primary occupation in a developing country like India. Like India, true agriculture has been considered as the primary occupation in a developing country like India. This sector is not free. This sector is not free from some problems. This sector is not free. This sector is not free from some problems. Two problems of them are mentioned in the following. Mentioned in the mentioned in the following. Uneconomic holdings. Uneconomic number one. Uneconomic holdings. The agriculture holdings are not extremely small, but they are also fragment 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 into a number of tiny plot. Uneconomic holdings number one. Uneconomic holdings. The agriculture holdings are not extremely small, but they are also fragment into economic holdings. Number one, economic holdings. Number two, number two, defective 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 trans system. Defective trans system. Defective trans system. Defective trans system. This system drain. This system drain out the very capacity, willingness and autism to of the cultivation. Number two, defective treasure system. Defective treasure system. This system drain out the very capacity, willingness and autism of the of the cultivation. Mention two problems of agriculture. Truth agriculture has been considered as the primary sector, okay, as the primary occupation in a developing country like Indian. This sector is not free from some problems. Two problems of them are mentioned in the following. Uneconomic holdings. The agriculture holdings are not number one. Uneconomic holdings. The agriculture holdings are not extremely small, but they are also fragmented into a number of tiny plots. Number two, defective treasure system. Defective treasure system. Drain. This system drain. Defective treasure of the cultivation. Point out two cost of low agriculture productive in India. Productive in India are as follows. are as follows. Number one, Indian agriculture is traditional in natural. India agriculture is traditional in natural. The method and technique of cultivation used by most of the Indian farmers are all and efficient. Number two, use of improved scene. Fertilizer irrigation use other types of acid in effective in India are as follows. Number one, Indian agriculture is traditional in natural. Indian agriculture and are all and are all and number two, use of fruit scene. Fertilizer irrigation tools and implement and other types of acid in extremely limited. Such tools